It's LA Visualization coming back to another video. No, I haven't changed the intro. No, I haven't changed it too. And today's video is not a review. It's just my thoughts on the two strobes that I have. So when I'm out shooting with my Nikon Z8 for off-camera strobe, I have two strobes that I can choose from. One is the Godox AD600BM, as you can see right here. Don't judge me. I lost the cap. I gotta buy another one. Don't judge me. And then the other one I have is the AD300 Pro from Godox as well. Now they both, of course, are off-camera strobes, and it's great. The AD600BM is twice as bright, of course, as the AD300 Pro, and they both have their pros and cons with anything. Usually, I'm bringing the Godox AD300 Pro because it's much lighter. It's much lighter. And don't get me wrong, if I had an actual studio, this would probably stay in the studio all day, every day, because it's heavy. I think it's about 5 pounds. I'll put the weight down here. It's about 5 pounds. But usually what ends up happening, I usually end up taking this one with me everywhere I go because it's lighter. But that also comes with its own problems. This on the front end of here, I don't know if you can see that, is not a Bowens mount. It's proprietary. It's proprietary. And you have to get an adapter to use a Bowens mount. So that's one thing that really sucks, because all the other fixtures I have are Bowens mount, and this is not. And that becomes a chore. So usually what happens is I only bring this one with me because right there, the mount, excuse me. And me personally, if I go buy a ring adapter, or ring mount, whatever you're going to call it, that's another piece of equipment that I have to have that takes up more room in my bag, and I just don't like that. So that is one big con of this, is that means that I strictly have to stay in this system right here, as opposed to the 8600. It's Bowens mount. So any light fixture, any modifier that I have, I can put on here with ease. Just no, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I could put any fixture on there with ease, and I don't have to worry about trying to mount something that I don't have. As opposed to AD300 Pro, I have to. So don't get me wrong, I could buy an adapter and I could make my life a little easier. But like I said, it's more room I have to take up. And it's just another piece of equipment that I may lose or may leave somewhere. And if you don't know your boy, I lose lots. I lose lots of things. Like the cap that goes on top of here. All three cameras, gone. Don't know where it is. Cap for here, gone. Don't know where it is. So your boy is very what's the word I'm looking for? I lose a lot of things. So that's, for me, that's just another thing for me to lose. So yeah. Anyways, go down a rant. So usually I bring this with me because it's just lighter. But at sometimes I'm like, I need a touch more power, and I can't do it with that. And then sometimes I do bring this, but what usually end up happening is that if I do bring this on a trip with me, it usually stays in the room. I don't take it anywhere because it's heavy, and I don't want to be carrying it in my backpack and all the other equipment. So it's always a pro and con about taking this lens with me. Like I said, it's always intentional. I do have some ideas to use this lens though. There's a thing called the blurs method. I can't remember. I'll put it down here. I was watching some YouTube and I was like, oh, I want to try that. And I'm not sure how strong of a light I need, but I think this one is going to work out for that. And I'm going to try that out next month, I believe. I think next month. Hopefully I can do it next month. I can show you some behind the scenes with it. But anyways, these are my two strobes that I have. Don't get me wrong. I do like them both. The quality of light, this one is really good. And so is this one too. Don't get me wrong. Quality of light, this one's really good. However, the battery on here doesn't last that long, especially if you're shooting at full power. I do have another battery for this. So usually what happens is that while I'm using this one, the other battery's on the charger, and then I just switch them out, especially when it's a little break. I'll take the other one out and put this one in, and so that way I'm always continuing to have, power. Because I noticed that, especially shooting at full power, I start shooting and I notice the recycle time starts to get slower and slower and slower. And that's when I know I probably need to change the battery out. I did look at I think it's the Pro Photo B something. I did look at that until I saw the cost of that. And I was like, oh, I could probably get 2 or 3 of these for the amount of that price. But don't get me wrong, they're nice. But I was like, I don't want to pay that much money for it. So yeah, what will probably end up happening is I will get a cap for this. I'll probably buy another 8300 Pro. So when I do go somewhere, I have 2 lights of this if I want, you know, a little bit more added power. I might do that, might not. I'm still, I don't know, debating that. I'm still debating that. Anyways, I'm still debating that. But yeah, so let me know what kind of strobes you use in the comments below. See you tomorrow.